Damn, plug 3 gets all the buddy. What up, y'all? What up? Y'all hear me? How I sound out there? How I look out there? Look like I smell good? Look like I sound good? Hope y'all doing good. Hope everybody had a good week. Ready for a good weekend. My brother Tom in the building. He said, real hip hop, let's go. I got a dope show for y'all. I hope y'all are ready. We're going to start our shows with a little bit of good hip hop and then jump into our pleasantries. So let's go ahead. Say what up to the people in the building. Moderation gang. Sarah's in the building. Tom is here. Serpent X in the building. Mr.HeSaiD is in the building.
Shameful shit.
The shame lady is here. What's good, y'all? Y'all see my title. SOWFT Guy Era. SOWFT Guy Era. Drizzle. Shit crazy. We're going to talk about it today. Y'all going to like today's episode. I'm going to drop the link. If my fellas want to come up and chop it up, you can. Y'all buckle up, get some popcorn, get you a nice water. Make sure it's cold because the weather is warming up. We getting ready to get busy, man. I'm here, kicking in the door. Rest in peace, Chris.
I can helicopter police. Power up your colon in the back of Papa Caprice. I'm a hog in the beast. When it's time to vlog, I release like a walking dog on a leash. A frog when I log at the beach. Pause when I jog to the east. Picking up fog from Cheech. Blowing smoke with the priest. I sleep for all with the least. My nigga, you know that I'm awesome still. These other rappers pop pills like a moxicil. While I'm eating chicken fettuccine pasta meals. Cause everything I do huge like a roster kill. Ill. Trick I on Hotel Rwanda. And Sean Diddy Combs is my auntie Yolanda. I'm all about my combos and drama. Come out the llama and beat it. Hannah Palmer, Geronimo, Proud Obama. I am Madonna, Chandelier, me Walt Disney, Martin Louis, the Dream, Steve Jobs, Bobby, and Whitney. Praise issue, L.I.A, the king, how high is he? False literature said history's dead pygmies. Truth is my mama and her mama had a baby. Now they in trouble cause somebody gotta pay me. Up to my chin and they rebel, that's why they calling me crazy. I got a friend who I love, I married her, and that's my lady. Ma, don't be mad, try to feel me, I know your secrets. For me, I'ma laugh, do we laugh, cause I can't believe this. Ain't nobody thinking about me. They been raping and pimping on my entire family. I'm about to set up as John F. Kennedy getting loose. Cause I see Tommy Chong, but we can't find shit. Yes, I still hit the bone, though it's wrong on my feet. I get ill, yet I'm strong, cause inside lies the beast. I ain't sorry, ain't got a peep, I know your neurology. Everybody proud of me, Satan can't find a way to swallow me. My demons follow me, Illuminati trying to bottle me. Stop trying to holler me and get the people who they want to see. They calling me the new millennium rock king. Times pop, better than Jigga. Word, my type of nigga. It's obviously safe to say I'm the pick of the litter. My abominable family try to make me a critter. Everybody wanna rape my nerves. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers, none of you make me nervous. If you hire me, I do my job and do it perfect. I ain't tripping on none of these bitches because I'm worth it. Yeah, trip. The helicopter come with security, holding choppers, land, hop off the plane, get inside the mouth, but you block it. When you speak up on my name, I just pray that you do it proper. Best lyricist in the game, probably right next to Biggie Papa. Look at you and look at me, little nigga. You what it do, I'm what it be, little nigga. Till my shoe from my knee, little nigga. I'll air out all your loved ones, I see, little nigga. Nah, I ain't fucking with you till I think you get the picture. Spending grands on bitches and $1 million on switches. Ain't shit sweet. Everybody think you like delicious. Making ends meet fight, trying to make it out the trenches. Assalamu alaikum, thank God for the fence. Plotting real big play, gotta watch for the snakes. Driving, waking up late, drip, sweat with my heart throbbing. New Batman, made back, tripping, thread mobbing. This young man, he play 10, probably end up fucking up Beyonce friends. Fuck 'em so good, they gon' have to make it a trend. Fucking on the golf course and fucking in the bands. Me, I go like me, highs grow. Ain't a nigga in the globe that can be my host. Get a nigga to the bone, make it be my rule. Chris Rock, Gusto, bitch, CB4. I'm sick of all the bullshit, put me on the pulpit. Get up on your ass, hit you
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment. I only have one question.
I am not really understanding this soft guy era trend, because is it satire or is this true? Because maybe it's my age, because I'm 40. But when you call a man soft, that was an insult. If you call a man soft, that's saying, like, you know, they play for the other team. If you call a man soft, that means they're being a punk. But now men want to be called soft. I am single. I don't have a problem that I'm single. It's not an insult calling me single. It's not an insult saying that I'm be single for the rest of my life, whatever. Because when I jump my ass on this app, it makes me realize why I'm single and why I need to stay single. Because to be in a relationship right now with some of these men, you really have to sacrifice your own damn self, and I'm not doing that. But all jokes aside, is this real or is this satire? Do y'all really want to be called?
Women are starting to debate against what us men are talking about when it comes to soft guy era. A lot of women are coming with logic to our video saying, hey, this might not work out. You might not find the person that you're looking for when you live in your soft guy era. Well, first off, we didn't ask for your unsolicited advice. We didn't ask for your opinion. We came to the internet with our feelings and our emotions. If it doesn't make sense to you, that's okay. Maybe you're just too broke to understand. If I wanted your opinion, I would have asked, but I understand that I came to a public app where people can respond to my video with their opinion. But if I didn't ask you, why are you sitting up there making a video about it, even if it is logical? What needs to be understood is this is the time of us being equal. Everything is about equal, but yet some of you are getting upset saying men are stealing things from you. We're equal. We're sharing. That's what us equal folks do. It's not about one is better than the other or one can't do this and the other can. If we're equal, we can share and we can do everything the same because we're equal. We're the same. But please understand, y'all's unsolicited opinions, even though they might be logical, this is my life. These are my feelings. I understand you might want the best for me, but I'm going to live in my world and do what I want because this is my life and I don't care about anything else or anybody else.
Truth is my mama and her mama had a baby. Now they in trouble cause somebody gotta pay me. Up to my chin and they rebel, that's why they calling me crazy. I got a friend who I love, I married her and that's my lady. Ma, don't be mad trying to feel me, I know your secrets. For me, I'ma laugh, do we laugh cause I can't believe it.
God damn. Wow. So this is where we are. Just wanted to have a little bit of fun today, man. Like David on the check-in CBN TED Talk Network. My sister, Red Lipstick Vibes, where the vibe is always positive. Sir Hale speaks on the check-in. Take heed to the message on the check-in. Sophisticated Grizzly said, respect. Drizzle kings.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you.
What we talking about, y'all? Drizzle. The soft guy era. Is it petty as fuck? Is it a mirror being held up? Let's talk about it today. I thought it was interesting. Like you guys see in the little video that I put up, I called it a Uno reverse card. The ultimate Uno reverse. It's reverse psychology, one of the oldest tricks in the book. Let's go ahead and turn the tables. What you guys think? What do you guys think about the soft guy era drizzle? Good afternoon to the humble family. Hope y'all had a good week. Shout out to Take Heed She had an amazing episode yesterday. She said, yes, but I love it. Drizzle, drizzle.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yo, it's out here. I want to know what you guys think. I got some interesting videos to give us a little clarity on the situation. We got the origins of Sprinkle Sprinkle. And I got a couple of videos that I'm going to throw in periodically just to see where we at. But, you know, let's not act like we don't know how we got here. And that's my ultimate question, guys. Is it petty or is it a reverse? Is it a mirror being held up to the actions, to the requirements that were, you know, placed upon us as men, as love interests, as significant others, as potential husbands? Is this the ultimate Uno reverse card? You guys let me know. But let's take a look at how we got here.
What would you want his income to be? If you're going to be a stay-at-home mom.
I feel like this is going to sound bad. I feel like 300,000.
Probably 150 to $250,000 a year.
$500,000? Is that bad?
150 maybe to 250,000 a year would be comfortable for sure.
I was just having this conversation with my friend, and she was like, you have to manifest a husband, girl. Ideally, my husband needs to be making like 650,000.
So you said you want 500K, but what do you think the median income is for a 30-year-old?
60K? 70K? 50K.
It is $45,000.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
I think it's 250,000.
It's 52,000.
What? No, it's not. Damn, America.
Really him. You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
Shout out to my brother. This is what they do. This is what they did to themselves. They asked for this shit. Good brothers are tired of getting used. Damn. It's that simple. Mirror, mirror, drizzle, drizzle. Fellas, what they got to do for y'all? Put it in the chat. Y'all see Mrs. Harris just got up to go to the safe right now. She's going to get maybe $20, $40 or something just for sitting here. You know what I mean? If I needed lunch or something, it'd probably be 100, 200 or something like that, right? But since I'm just sitting here running my mouth, she got up. She probably going to get, you know, $20, $40 or something. But they got to pay like they weigh. And they ain't paying cheap either. We ain't cheap either.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son.
Tell them pay like they weigh, and then they can stay. Time checked in. I believe men today can be men with their kids because women want control of the children. So you get what you think is a soft man. Thank Oprah Winfrey for that. Stedman, sprinkle, sprinkle, drizzle, drizzle, champion. Stedman Gray. They were absolutely thinking that, you know, America pays people a lot more to make what they make. The average income is 35, 40,000, 40 to 45,000. You have to be realistic at some point. And again, you know, spinning the tables around, hoping that they'll see the reflection in the mirror may be helpful. I got a couple of screens that I'm going to share. I am going to, there you go. See that? See that? That's right. Drizzle, drizzle. Go get that money. We ain't playing. Make them pay, fellas. I want you guys to check out a video. Fellas, if y'all get hungry, I want y'all to take some pointers.
As a man who's embracing their soft guy era, please understand when I express that I'm hungry, you better guess what I want to eat on the first try. And I'm not going to give you a hint because you should just know those things. As a woman, how do you not know what your man wants to eat? That's like the basics right there. You understand what I'm coming from? Because you should just be able to read my mind and understand that your man is hungry, so make sure he eats, but please make sure you guess the right place. And please understand, if you start guessing a whole bunch of places because you're trying to read my mind and you keep getting them wrong, I'm gonna get more and more irritated with you because I'm already hangry and I can't control my emotions. And you should understand that, because you should know when I get hangry, I can't control my emotions as an adult, and you can't side-eye me and or judge me for that, because I'm a person and I have feelings and emotions. It doesn't matter if I'm an adult. You're my significant other and you should love me for how I am. So if I get hungry and you don't know what I want to eat, do you really like me?
Makes sense, don't it? Damn. Shout out to Blaze in the building. What's good, my guy? Hope all is well. Well, for starters, I would like a PB&J sandwich on honey wheat bread. Damn it. Don't forget to cut off the crust. I don't like crust. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is what had to happen when we started. Seeing people require men to pay for an entire table of women that they have nothing to do with. Yeah, that's that bullshit. You gonna be a man at a table with all of these women and you not gonna pay? Take Heat cracking up. Oh, we gonna warm up for you today, Take Heat. Drizzle. Stop it. Fool said he's starting to embrace his soft guy era, knowing damn well he embraced it years ago. Tell him, Blaze, you see right through it. I couldn't sit around the house when my pops was around. He found something for you to do. Today's kids are lazy and entitled. Talk about it. Cater to your man, Beyonce old motto. Yeah, I see. Yeah, she tried. They didn't hear that shit. He right, because women always expect men to know what they want. Tell them, Sarah, we're going to talk about it today. I watched my husband take care of the bills for our table. I'm just saying. You just say, girl. Donique is in the building. Salute. Word got back to one of the head ladies, y'all. Let's hear what she had to say.
The males have started saying drizzle, drizzle, like sprinkle, sprinkle. It's a new generation of men, so are so feminine. Drizzle, drizzle. I thought they was talking about Drake. It doesn't stick as good as sprinkle, sprinkle. Sound like they're actually drooling.
Are you guys surprised at the insults? We knew that it was going to be some insults, right? We didn't think it was going to be a legitimate conversation, right? Even I started with a formidable question. Is it petty as fuck? Or is it a mirror being held up to show a reflection of one's behavior. But, you know, the insults.
Great. It doesn't stick as good as sprinkle though. Sound like they're actually drooling. Okay. Sound like you drooling. Sound like your water bill about to get cut off. Anyway. Sound like your water pressure low. You live in a bad area. Well, the males have started saying drizzle, drizzle, like sprinkle, sprinkle. It's a new generation of men. So are.
Damn.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Something. I thought they was boss bitches. What up, Rick? Salute to the God. Hope all is well. Let me drop this link, man. If anybody want to chop it up, you guys feel free. If not, just buckle up because we got some information to go over. Couple of questions to ask. I was sitting back in the passenger seat for the last month, just kind of watching, gathering information, and you know, being a viewer, reflecting on things, of course. But once the sun went down, I was able to view a lot of content and see a lot of amazing conversations happening. And in those conversations, you know, a lot of really good shit is being said. And taking those things into consideration about marriage and things being men's fault, and maybe women could possibly be empty passengers in the car since they don't get blamed for this relationship or any situations. Ultimately, you have, you know, the value that's placed on family, and men that have families have to consider that with every move that they make, decisions that they take. They have to consider their families. Kids are a handful. Significant others are a handful. With all of this being said, soft guy era is a bad thing. I'm not a soft guy. I come from a different era, as you see, even though it was kind of sprinkle-ish, to be honest with you. I kind of got the sprinkle originator as a, you know, mentor, what to do, what not to do, kind of, you know, guide. Y'all think I'm lying? Because I ain't lying. That's a drizzle originator right there. And although it's comedy, it's a little bit of real life was packed inside of there. Most people, just like now in 2024, all they hear is the insensitive parts about the fat and the sex and cooking and in the kitchen. They didn't understand the premise of no ma'am is we really not checking with the consensus of women about what they want to hear and what sounds sensitive to them or not. This is the truth. This is our truth. And everybody is entitled to their truth, right? No. Certain people are entitled to their truth. Everybody ain't entitled to their goddamn truth. And the truth is non-existent now. But again, you know, drizzle. Is it petty? I seen somebody put in the comments that it was petty as fuck. Not these comments right here, but when I put up the trailer, you know, one of our amazing supporters just, you know, was like, damn, we getting petty as fuck nowadays. And I'm like, yeah, we are, man. In all seriousness, we are. But at the same time, this is kind of a mirror being put up And I'm taking a look around the internet and listening to the conversations. And damn, when you add it all up, is Drizzle really a bad option for these younger fellas that's looking at relationships and looking at marriage and looking at what they got to choose from?
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son.
And I am not beating up on all the women in America, because I know that there are amazing women. Look, I got one right here. I got a whole Harley Quinn for my Joker. But everybody ain't me. And I understand that these young men are looking at marriage, looking at relationships, and kind of saying, nah, I kind of matter too. I'm kind of important too. What I feel, what I think, what I see as this relationship deserves a little bit of consideration as well. And for them to turn the tables and make it look the way it look right now, 2024, drizzle. I'm like, y'all little niggas is kind of ingenious. Got a little bit of petty sprinkled in there a little bit, but nah, let's get past that. Let's look at it for what it is. Is the behaviors that's being displayed to them, are they just turning it and inverting it and saying, yo, take a look at what we dealing with, y'all? Can somebody, rock with us for a second? But again, I sat back for 30 days and I went on my brother Ricky panel and had a couple of conversations, and I just hear so much of it's the man's fault no matter what happens. Then why I can't say, X, Y, and Z and be listened to? Have it considered. We gonna talk about it. I heard that Al Bundy had a dad body. That's why he wasn't fucking like that. Nah, he wasn't fucking like that because he wasn't eating like that. Peggy wasn't cooking shit. She wasn't taking care of the kids. She wasn't a nurturing woman, and you think his dick gonna get hard for that? Drizzle. Nah, cook some food, be a mother to these kids, be a woman around this house, and you'll get some results. But again, sitting back like, damn, we don't even know what Married with Children was about. They said Al had a dad body. The man scored 4 touchdowns in one game. His belly wasn't that big. He won most of the fights he had, if not all. I ain't never seen no bedbug episode, no episode where the lights went off. But drizzle, y'all, is it petty, or is it a mirror being held up to show a reflection of some of this, behavior? And Sprinkle has always sounded like the crackhead anthem to me. She said, here, baby, let me get you a bip. Stop all that drizzling. Damn. I never got the logic. When they say, I am the table, what the fuck am I going to do with another table?
Table? Because what table? Bitch, what table? You don't have a table. I don't have a table. None of us have a table anymore. Have you guys not been paying attention? The question you should actually be asking is, what do you bring to the revolution? Because even if we had a table, where are we going to put it? Where's it going to go? In the house that we can't afford, or the apartment we pay 3 times the normal price to rent from a fucking hedge fund? What goes on this table? Food that's poisonous and illegal everywhere else in the fucking world. When do we get to sit down at it? At 10 o'clock at night when we get off our second jobs because our government refuses to regulate a livable fucking wage, maybe we can have a nice conversation with our children about how they properly guess the right multiple choice answer while narrowly avoiding a fucking school shooting. We can set our hypothetical table with the fine china your mother left us after dying at age 53 of heart disease because she can't afford health care or fucking medicine for that matter. And if we're really fucking lucky, we can wheel in Gramps in between his chemotherapy treatments because he spent a lifetime eating red dye and inhaling mesothelioma. You know, we got bigger fish to fry than can you even cook? Yes, darling. Yes, I can fry you up some nice carcinogen sticks and pour you some diabetic go-go juice after a long day of surviving this dystopian circle jerk. Let's focus on gender roles and not the fact that I have perfect aim with the long shot fucking rifle, because that's what matters in a society where it requires 2 incomes to eat poisonous food while living in a polarized, propagated, overpriced hellscape, right?
What y'all think? That's why I said, is it petty? Is it petty? Is this conversation to be having even? Or is it needed and necessary? You guys tell me. The table is a motherfucker, but it's a lot going on around and about and on top of that table. Information man in the building. What's good, my brother? Hope all is well. Mrs. says she loves some Peggy and Al. They were something. I had to work. I turned 16. My pops made sure fatherhood is very important to a young boy mindset. I clean cars, cut grass, and you know when that snow come, and that's how I made money. Yes, indeed. A lot of us. It was a hierarchy, and we came up through the ranks. That's, you know, exactly what we talk about, the lack thereof, and the people who recognize it, I think, you know, should go notice. Drizzle, Al. Shout out to the OG. Shout out to everybody exchanging pleasantries in the chat. I appreciate y'all chilling out and rocking with me, man. Mr.HeSaiD, I never seen my pops cry. Never. Seeing how much he sacrificed for my mom, work as hard as he did. Indeed. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him for being such a positive influence on you. And it radiates through you. The way you moderate, the way you make sure everybody is doing what they're supposed to do in the chat. Mrs., can you get Timer Wrench over in the chat? Appreciate you back there on the ones and twos. Donique said the interesting thing is that Drizzle is not locked to a specific ethnicity / nation. You are absolutely right, sir. Absolutely right. I think, again, you know, mindset. This is Drizzle is my way of life. And not to say you got to have hundreds of thousands of dollars to entertain me, but you definitely have to entertain. It has to be, you know, a tennis match. Smack back. It's not a one-sided smack. It's not a, I'm going to buy expensive things for you and you're going to go to the thrift store for me. No, there's a certain consciousness in relationship, and we're going to show that. And if you don't require that yourself, if you don't have that self-love, that self-esteem, if you don't have those things, that self-adoration and admiration, you may allow another person to treat you some type of way. And that's where the door opens up. She sounds like she understands the hypothetical table. She, you know, she got some consciousness with her. She's a dope girl. She is speaking the truth, info man. Hell, you mean where am I going to put the table? It's going in the damn kitchen where it belongs. Like I said, man, anything to prolong the conversation, Blaze. We all know that there's things that we need to do. And a conscious person, they feel bad if they're not doing it, if they're not putting the best foot in front of the other and repeating. But we got to be honest. If we're not honest, the conversations can't grow. Like David chimed in, there are men out here who work themselves to the ground and never get the respect they deserve. This is why Dak's single, How to Be a Man, hit real hard and real deep. Absolutely. Shout out to Dax. Shout out to Darius Rucker, who jumped on there with him. Absolutely. And shout out to all of y'all kings, man. Drizzle, man. Don't keep your eyes off the prize, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
All right, ladies. The men have decided if you can't beat them, join them. So drizzle to your sprinkle. Okay? At the end of the day, you told men that they were toxic just for being men. You told men that strength and macho behavior and all the rest of the things that come along with being a man, those things are all bad. Put them away. Okay. They said no problem. They have no problem being in their soft guy era. So I hope you're not concerned about who's going to be taking out the trash, because guys have decided you, princess, you get to take out the trash. And while we're talking about royalty, I hope you're not wanting to be a passenger princess, because these guys, they want that treatment too. Fair is fair, right? Anything you can do, they can do. All right, well, they've decided to match your sass, and now they're embracing it. So I hope that you get everything that you wanted, because ladies, y'all have created some monsters, okay? So buckle up and enjoy the ride. I don't think it's ending anytime soon. Drizzle.
Drizzle King. I cannot believe I'm on the phone with a girl who says she likes me, and not even 2 minutes into the conversation proceeds to ask me where you at. Mind you, on the phone that she don't pay no bills on, about me in a car that she ain't put no gas in, ain't put in on no car note. Drizzle. That was the first red flag I seen. But since I'm in my soft guy era, I say, you know what? I'm gonna give her a pass. I say I'm on the way to get my hair shaped up right after I get me something to eat. Tell me why the very next sentence out her mouth is, oh, I can't wait to see you. Send me a picture. What? You're not gonna cash at me? PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, Bitcoin? Who you bank with? But you want a picture. Drizzle. It's giving low on funds. Drizzle. It's giving I can't handle the pressure of a real man. Drizzle. It's giving do we need to start dating their mamas, because where's all the real women at?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Y'all think? What do you guys think? Sounds wow. That shit sound wow. But is it needed? Is it needed to be said? Is it needed to be heard? Just like in court. Yeah, strike it from the record. But the jury still heard it. You can't unhear it. And you can say they zesty and spicy and what else? What else? But I thought it wasn't nothing wrong with being gay.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
If you broke, just say you broke. But zesty and spicy and they acting like girls, I thought there was nothing wrong with acting like a girl, especially if you a boy. In America in 2024, if you a boy and you want to act like a girl, it's nothing wrong with that. Until it comes from somebody that can articulate their point, somebody well-rounded, somebody that read a book or two. Then it's too strong. It's talking points. It's talking points, right? It's still
women to avoid this summer. To be honest, I think y'all should have been avoiding these women, but I've seen the women some of you crash out, fellas. It's not even worth it. Number one, my Team Jordan or Team Flight Jordan Warriors. What are we even talking about right now? I would rather you have went to Target and get some no-name ass shoes than come around me with Jordan 1 mid or some Team Jordans. Couldn't do it. Number two, my eyelash warriors. I will give y'all grace. If you get them professionally done, we can compromise. But if you get the cheap ones from Walgreens, the dollar store, or wherever you begin the spider leg extendo pack from, go ahead and get her out of here. Don't even entertain her, because the crazy part is her friends allowed her to walk out the house looking like that, knowing that that glue was already peeling, and now her face looks messed up, and you don't even know which way she's looking. Number three, if she is bent over in most of her pics, meaning you shoot your shot because you think she looked good and you're interested, and you actually go through that social media and you see how she represents herself, your future wife will not represent herself in the way of bending over for the camera. Why are you bent over for the entire world? Make it make sense. And some of your booty cheeks be spread apart too, but you think it's cute? Fellas, leave them alone. Just go ahead and block. Don't even do anything else. Number four, if she drinks Hennessy, she is a liability. She has a little bit too much testosterone in her body, and you are going to be fighting maybe women and or men, and those men are just going to be defending their girls, and you had no problem with. Let's cut that off. Heads up. If she says, oh, this is just a pineapple drink, it's a girly drink, but it looks a little bit darker than pineapple juice, there's Hennessy in there. Run away. Number five, smokers. And I'm talking about one in particular smoker. The backwoods. Why do you have a thick ass backwood in your mouth, smoking, blowing it out, and trying to shoot your shot? Fellas, stay away. Just stay away. Now, this can be my list of women to avoid.
Drizzle, niggas. Y'all better stay away from them chicks. And like he said in the beginning, he see what y'all be sliding with too, so don't be trying to. Young boys ain't playing with y'all, and rightfully so. And rightfully so. My brother, he said, I don't shine shoes no more. I don't know if you're here. I don't know if they go up there and they tell you, you know, on the visits and all of that. But I don't shine shoes. A lot has changed since then. I don't shine no effing shoes no more. I don't know if they go up there, you know, and they tell you. But a lot has changed. He said, yeah, I'm just busting your balls, man. But at the end of the day,
now go home and get your fucking shine box.
but of course, you guys know I'm not going to be one-sided with this. It's always two sides to the coin. And let's go ahead and take a look at a brother that got something to say about this. Where is my brother at? Let's hold off on him. Let's go with the originator.
Or you just simply hate the soft guy era, this video, if you don't know what the soft guy era is, or you just simply hate the soft guy era, this video is for you. Shout out to my fellow Mark Pollard, for dropping a slideshow on Instagram explaining what this is. So if you didn't know, me and my brother Goody started the soft guy era a few weeks ago, and it's going viral. We have been wreaking havoc on the internet, and so have the rest of y'all. We love the support. Keep dropping y'all videos. Let's keep making them mad. So now we're going into detail on what this is. The idea. Men in their soft guy era want to find high-value women who can take care of them in ridiculous ways. Yes, we do. They want us to have money. I want my woman to have money as well. It's only right. Drizzle. The soft guy era is a response to the soft girl era of 2023. It mocks videos in which women demand ridiculous things from men. It twists a mnemonic device from YouTuber Letitia Puday, aka the Sprinkle Lady. It's a supervision of alpha male content. And then here's the kicker, and this is what they don't like. The 4 points. Women say they want equality, but then some demand the most unequal situations from men. And this includes men paying all the bills, but the woman is making money as well, but she doesn't want to come out of pocket because she's a woman, right? Doesn't make sense. That doesn't sound equal to me. Now we're going to go down to insight. If men acted like this, they'd be laughed out the room. See, now when women are hearing these things, they're like, oh, this is ridiculous. No way. You want a mom. You want a parent. You want a man. No, we just want what you guys want from us in return. Now on to the advantage. Men believe they bring a lot to the table, so maybe they are now the table. See, a lot of men don't realize they are the table. If a man is paying all the bills, sir, you are the table. You're providing for a woman and your children. You are the table. But a lot of men don't realize who they are. So they really don't know they've been manipulated into living old-fashioned ways. That shit is over and it's dead. These women get money now. It's time to spend that money now and contribute and work as a team. Eve was made to be a helpmate to Adam. Let's not play. Now the strategy. Show how outrageous it is when men demand to be provided for in the same equality. We all know being a provider in 2024 is a scam, so we don't care. So we're not doing that anymore. We know that's old-fashioned. These women got money. These women are working, so they need to contribute. We want a helpmate. If you
What y'all think? What do you guys think? Thought that was interesting. And like I said, you know, I would never just be one-sided. So I want to pull up an opposing view. And you guys let me know what y'all think. And then we'll continue the conversation. But remember the question at hand. Is it petty as fuck? Or is it a mirror being held up? You guys let me know.
Listen, I ain't condoning none of that soft guy era shit they talk about. I'm not condoning none of it. I'm not with it. You know what I'm saying? This is why they calling us sassy now. A joke is a joke, but y'all taking it too far. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going with none of that. I got hoodies that say soft girl era on mindrightdaily.com. Go get you one of those.
This is what I be talking. This is what I be talking about with these these pander bears, bro. Then he pandered to get a sale.
What do you guys think? Previous video or most current? He said he ain't with none of that shit. That's why they calling us sassy now. And like I said, what's wrong? What's wrong with being called sad? I thought there was nothing wrong with being gay. Oh, I'm gay. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But the minute you want to attack a man, you gay. So it is something wrong with being gay. No, it's not. It's nothing wrong with being gay.
You lying? Why you always lying?
Why you attacking me with it then? And again, why I pointed out is because the men, remember, I'm the one that say Stockholm Syndrome is real, people. You got the men adopting their rhetoric. That's why they call us sassy now. Nigga. All y'all fake gangster niggas that go into hiding when niggas is firing at you and then come back up and jump on the woman's panel. Y'all niggas is girls now. I hope y'all know that. Y'all niggas are officially girls, man. The manosphere this and the manosphere that. Man, shut up with all of that shit. You ain't even got a girl next to you. I ain't seen a girl next to you in 3 years now that I think about it. And a lot of y'all that say y'all got girls, I ain't never really seen her, so maybe she don't live around here. I ain't got to show you my girl. I ain't got to show you my girl. I bet. She don't never want to bring you a water or nothing, though. You don't get thirsty talking up there for 7 hours, and she don't bring you a salad or nothing.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad.
But yeah, y'all fake gangster niggas, y'all switch side of niggas, you know, y'all niggas is real cheeks. And it's a lot of y'all. It ain't just a couple of y'all. I see y'all. And y'all say nobody can't hold nobody accountable. I see people holding horrible father accountable right now. Right now, horrible father is being held accountable. Whether he does something with it or not, that's on him. But you not holding them like they're a captive, like they're a prisoner, like you putting handcuffs on. She said, yeah, very P. Yeah, that's why, you know, I stay away, man. I stay away because I'm not one that's going to sit by while y'all do all of this performing. I'm from Bed-Stuy. Like really. The Annie up Bed-Stuy, where your chain get taken and then, you know, if you can't get it back, you can't get it back. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Drizzle. Y'all heard him. He said, I ain't in line with none of that. What Sarah said? She said, well, don't stir the pot if you don't want to lick the spoon clean. God damn. Alexander X in the building was popping. My God, hope all is well. Right? It's very homophobic. They claim they are pro A, B, C, D, E, F, G, yet they call men sassy, gay, the first chance they get, zesty. And I like zesty. The zesty Italian is the best Italian. How you gonna try to play me like that? That ain't even cool. And these men want women. They're aspiring to women. They're speaking. Their whole topic and focus point is women. Damn. So how could they be? They ain't getting none. Yeah, yeah. You know what, Mona? Now that you say that, you remind me of something. Let's go to YouTube, yo. Because they ain't getting none. And the ones that is getting some, a lot of them ain't even climaxing. And I went on my brother Ricky's show not too long ago, and I said that. And my brother Prototype came up there and laughed at me, called me juvenile, wanted to attack me. My brother, that's my brother. So I'm watching, perusing through my fast in the 30 days where I had to chill out and shit. And I'm just watching and collecting information. But I'm gonna share a screen with you guys. I'm gonna share a couple of screens actually. Hopefully I can grab it. Let's see. Let's go to your clips. Let's share this screen right here. Matter of fact, not this one. Let's go back. I think this one is first. Yeah, this one is first. All right, let's get to it. I'm not sure if you guys are subscribed to my brother Ricky Williams TWT. But go over there. Hit the subscribe button, man. Got an amazing conversation coming up, man. Trigger warning. I seen a crazy thumbnail, but go over there, check it out. See if that's something that you're in line with. But I was up there with my brother Ricky, and we were having a conversation about sex being a fair exchange. And everybody had their answers, of course. But what I was building on is sex, you know, not being fair in the sense of women don't climax. They say it. over 70% say that they don't finish. When it comes to having fun time, they don't have no fun. And my point is, they're not looking forward to the next time if they're not having fun this time. And that is where the uphill battle comes in. Now I got to go out and buy extra gifts and fight the uphill battle of trying to please you and trying to accommodate and staying on your good side to get some sex because you don't have no fun when we having it. Let's see where that goes. But when it comes to the, again, you know, somebody might think it sounds juvenile, but when it comes to the dynamics of 2024 relationships, women, it's an uphill battle, and it's because they don't climax. If they 70%, look at Prototype, look at his demeanor. Like I said, something that's just off base. 70% of women. Look at his demeanor, y'all. If they 70% of women that are not climaxing, it is the reason why they are leaving relationships, waking up unhappy one day. Again, you want to act like it's juvenile, but I don't see a lot of people that's willing to go through the storm to get to the other side with the person that they with. I don't see a lot of people that's trying to build together and make it to a long amount of years staying in a fruitful relationship. And it's because they're not making each other happy intellectually. They're not making each other again, you know, somebody might intellectually, emotionally, or physically. They're not. And that's why it's so easy to break up. That's why we not going to try to work this out. This nigga, it ain't worth it. You ain't even making me. So again, you know, what leads me to even bringing it up, my sister had an amazing comment that they not getting none. But I want you guys to check out another screen that I'm going to share. This is an amazing conversation that I saw happening on This Might Be Risky. Shout out to my guy Hamp. Salute to you, fam. You're doing amazing work over there. And that's where the conversation gets accepted from over there. That's kind of the popular table. So if it gets said over there, then people might hear it. It gets said other places, but might not resonate the same. But over there, it kind of hits a little different. So like I said, sitting back and watching, I saw something interesting. You guys let me know what y'all think.
And I think I would like to believe that, but
we have to be more attracted to the man that you are, because half the time y'all don't give us an orgasm. So we do this.
What she fucking say? We gotta fake it till we make it. Y'all don't even make us come. First thing out her mouth. So that's why I just, you know, let me fall back from even jumping on panels where everybody's just trying to carry out personal vendettas from years back. Nobody is trying to really have a conversation in honesty. Very defensive and deflective and subjective, and nobody knows what any words mean, and everything is either too anecdotal or too general. So guess what? I'm not even a girl and I can limit my access. Hamp got one of the dopest panels on the spot. I ain't never even been up there, not even once. You know why? Because a bunch of characters go up there to live out they characterization of themselves. You're not even yourself when you go up there. You performing. But I heard what she said. They not even coming. First thing out her mouth.
And I think I would like to believe that, but
we have to be more attracted to the man that you are, because half the time y'all don't give us an orgasm. So we do this.
Most niggas don't know how to give an orgasm. Most niggas don't understand the orgasm.
He didn't disagree. He co-signed it. Said most of y'all niggas don't even know. So I was way off. I clipped both of those things. I sent them to Prototype. Sent it to my brother Rick. Sent it to Prototype. I ain't hear nothing back from Prototype. But everybody want to show how mature they are. You know, I'll invite anybody on my play. We can have the difference of opinion. We can have the people who don't agree with me. Everybody could come up here. For what? For what? For y'all to lie to each other and personally attack each other and insult each other and name call each other. Nobody ain't got nothing really good to say. A bunch of name calling. In the back, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the cutest, I'm the smartest, I use words the best, everybody's stupid but me.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son.
Say you got girl problems without saying you got girl problems. But it's talking points, right? That's the shit that kills me. It's talking points. Oh, y'all doing talking points. Talking points? What was TLC Scrubs a talking point? Nobody ain't say that. That's a talking point, right? Everybody don't do that. Girls in every city don't fucking do that. Y'all lying. It's not no talking points. If everybody is saying it, it ain't no goddamn talking point. Shit probably true. But that's that Stockholm syndrome shit that I be talking about. They adopt each other's conversation, rhetoric, words, character, demeanor. Oh, it's a talking point. Oh, it's a talk. You just spitting talking point. Man, are y'all serious? 70% of women not busting nuts, and it's a talking point. They not busting nuts. Y'all niggas don't even care. You don't care. You don't care to learn your lover. You don't care to learn her body. You're not with her long enough to learn her body. You with her for a year, if that. And she got to be 25 to 21 to what? Got to be a young age. So you ain't with her too long. She ain't going through too much at all. But I know I heard her say that she ain't busting nuts. Her counterparts ain't. And the man co-signed it and said the niggas don't even know how to get him to do it. But yeah, the nigga laugh at me like I'm just talking to be talking. And I'm one of the people that's actually transparent on YouTube. Some niggas say I'm the most transparent nigga on YouTube. I ain't never seen his wife neither. And she damn sure ain't brung him nothing to drink. She don't give a fuck if he
wrong for that, baby.
Somebody click the link that's making their girl come every time. Click the link if your girl come every time. Better yet, click the link if you touch her in the morning and then just walk away. Do y'all even know what that means? That means give her a nice hard nut and be like, yeah, you know what? I'm good. I'll wait. Like I said, I'm cut from a different cloth. That's probably why they don't come over here. I still got the same 400 viewers we got, and we love each and every last one of y'all. You need to get up and stretch y'all legs because I got time today. I'm going to be here. I ain't going to lie to y'all. Click the link. But until then, let's finish this.
And I would like to believe that, but
we have to be more attracted to the man that you are because half the time y'all don't give us an orgasm. So we do this.
Most niggas don't know how to give an orgasm. Most niggas don't understand the orgasm. So I get it.
Right. So we're not doing this shit for us. We're doing it for you. So why are we jumping at the opportunity to have sex with you for what? Just because it's our duty? Because you want it? If we're not getting anything out of it, that's where the numbers come into play. If we're not getting nothing out of it, we're not getting a fucking orgasm, then yeah, we might ration it. Because for what? Why am I doing this?
Say your coochie dead without saying your coochie dead.
Real thing. Like, we don't know.
It's actually really easy.
Don't
Well,
walk
most
in
women,
dead.
wait. Most women don't communicate how a man is supposed to make her unique body orgasm. We have a problem in that too.
Most
the
of you don't have
communication lack. Well, listen.
ability. You don't have capacity.
If there's a way to make you bust a fucking nut, and all you got to do is fucking tell me how to.
And I think I would like.
Great conversation over there. Great conversation. Shout out to Hamp again, man. One of the dopest moderators out here. It's a pleasure to watch you work, sir. Sometimes I don't know how you do it. I know you don't either. But you get it done, my brother. Salute to you. Salute to everybody over there doing their thing, man. Let me see what's up in these comments. Sis said, laugh out loud. That was wow. When you prepare my salad, make sure you use the zesty Italian dressing and make sure it's the Kraft brand and not the Balt House brand. God damn it. Info man in the building. What's up, brother?
Hey, I just want to say a couple of words. Last night, I don't know if you caught the show. I was over on Black Men Unfiltered's channel, and there was conversation similar to these issues around. We had gotten to conversation about. Well, I had brought up that there's a lot of women out there who are not satisfied, who are not having orgasms, because part of the show I think they showed a clip of a woman who did not want to be touched by her husband anymore and didn't feel she was into it. And then we talked about there could be a variety of reasons why that could be it. But I got up there and I said, well, some guys don't know how to make love to a woman. They don't have what it takes or have the desire to know how to please a woman in terms of foreplay and what have you. Or when men are married or with a woman, they forget to date their woman. They forget to create excitement. They get boring, and women can get bored by men who don't bring any excitement into their life. It's not a one-all. Women like the enjoyment of sex just as much as we do. And so this is where I have to agree with you. You got a lot of cats on YouTube who talk the alpha talk, the red pill talk. And you can't put yourself in these categories if you don't even know how to satisfy your woman. And if you don't even have a desire to make sure that you satisfy your woman as well. I personally, I pretty much, enjoy the challenge of what I'm going to do to my woman next. How I'm going to, all these different. We should make it a part of what keeps us bonded, because we know that sex is an important part of a relationship or a marriage. But I just think you got a lot of guys who get on these YouTube streets and do a lot of talking, and you can tell by the guys who really ain't doing it like that, because they're the ones that do the most complaining. But that's all I wanted to say. I don't know if you wanted to.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. And I caught the show last night. You guys had a dope conversation. And yes, you are absolutely right. A certain consideration we definitely have to have. And again, that's well-rounded and rounded consideration for our community, for ourselves, and for our significant others. And I think that that's where the practice makes perfect. And what I was alluding to is just having that consideration is a reason that we kind of break down in regards to relationships, because we're not solidifying our manhood, in our households emotionally, physically, sexually, spiritually. Like, we got big bellies. we eat horribly, we talk horribly, we listen to horrible music, we all of the things that we show as examples are not of, you know, well-roundedness and not of consciousness, and it starts to radiate and permeate through our society, and we play the plausible deniability card and say we don't know how it got this bad, look at how bad it's gotten, but look at each individual household in our communities.
I think for the most part, we know how. Come on, we got to be honest. See, the problem is people don't want to deal with the shit that they put on the sandwich, right? You got the mustard, you got the mayo. Then we don't want to deal with the shit that we do. Where's the first breakdown in a relationship, brother? It's always in communication. And then when it comes to your love making, your spirituality with your woman, are we communicating in a way that our woman understands us? We understand her. A lot of people listen, but do we understand?
Yes, indeed.
And then after understanding, we have to put these things into practice. I think we all do this when things don't go right. We have to point the finger at the other person because we really don't want to deal with the boo-boo in our pants as well.
Okay.
And so I said it last night. As a man, I believe that we still need to do the things that attracted us to that woman. I think the woman should continue to do the things that attracted us to her as well, that brought us together. And it's a day by day thing. It's a day by day working together as one and paying attention to your woman, to your spouse, to your lover, to the person that you're with. Pay attention to them because that's where the breakdown. And I said last night, anytime a woman is getting on a show or talking to somebody about their problems, that marriage, that relationship is probably already dead, especially if the intimate part of that relationship is falling that far down. I saw the clip that you played where you made statements, and of course, you know, people make their faces and what have you. But the reason why is because, in my opinion, is because people don't want to deal with the truth. And once again, it's easy for people to get on these panels and put on these facades about what's going on. But you probably know I'm a numbers guy. I like looking at stats, the numbers that you put up. That's a fact. That's a fact. I've heard women say these sort of things. And so keep doing what you're doing. I love what you and your wife are doing with the channel and what you're putting down today. So I'm gonna step down, brother. Thank you for allowing me to speak my speak.
Appreciate you, info, man.
Keep telling the truth,
so
man.
much.
Take care,
Appreciate you.
brother. Take care.
Yes, indeed. Cuteness, if you could drop info man link in the chat, and I'll have his link in the description as well once we wrap up. But I appreciate everything that you do out here. Thank you for coming up and rocking with me. And you guys let me know what y'all think about what we doing so far, about the topic today, SOWFT Guy Era and Drizzle. I'm gonna get to a couple of comments and then I'm gonna give you guys a couple of minutes to stretch your legs. This all ties back to communication. Absolutely, man. Mr.HeSaiD, 70% are not getting off. New to me. Noted. That's wild, though. Check it out, Alexander. A lot of women are not climaxing. It's not happy time for them. And, you know, all I'm saying is, how is she looking forward to the next time? She's not. And she got to mess with the kids and the house and the scheduling, and again, your belly big as I don't know what, your boxers got a hole in them. Again, Tuesday and Wednesday thinking for me. And I want to make it pleasurable, enjoyable, and I want you to come again. No pun intended. Or maybe it is. But again, I do know that, you know, we having a tough time with relationships. And like I said on Ricky's show as well, you know, sex wasn't a advertisement for me. That was a deal closer. If I could be a well-rounded leader in my community and in my home, if I can be productive at work and bring home these, you know, progress reports and show you my raises and show you the accolades and how the managers say, yo, you do what you do, and then come home and do the internet thing and do the business thing and do the running around and go in the kitchen and maybe fry up something real quick and go and maybe put a load of clothes in if I need to. And then when I go in the bedroom, I'm making you climb the wall a little bit. It's a deal closer. Yeah. I could get on his team. I could rock with this dude. It wasn't an advertisement though. She walk up to me in the club and say, your shoe was untied. And I say, yeah, but you know, the dick is good though. But the dick is good.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Couldn't do that. So, you know, I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm not trying to throw no shots at you. I'm pointing out what I see. And in any relationship, if you are with a conscious person, they pick up on your tendencies, mannerisms, on the things that you do. And in 3 years, nigga.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son.
I don't want to hear all that deflection about you just want to see my wife so you could call her a 3. No, it ain't about all of that. It's about seeing the reciprocation, seeing the care, seeing the relationship that we talk about. We give people advice on having, and I ain't never seen your face actually and your wife ever. What y'all think about SOWFT Guy Era, Drizzle Era? Let me know. I'm gonna give y'all a second to stretch y'all legs. I'm gonna come back. We're gonna finish up. But you guys know what I think. It's the ultimate uno.
I hate women. For a woman to get paid and get rich is to marry, and also to take his money and start your business. Oh, period. Don't talk to nobody unless they make $6K plus. They just hate women. You don't reach for your wallet for nothing when you in the presence of a man. They don't hate coochie. They just hate women. You do not go above and beyond for a man. Okay? You let them do all the going above and beyond for you. The only thing women have asked of men is to be treated better. Get my money, get my school paid for, and some new clothes. No, nothing that was materialistic. But what do you bring to the table, Miss? Nothing. I'm not no waitress. And if I was, I'm putting extra food on that bill so you can give me extra. Emotionally, I would never give my all to anybody unless they're my children. Supporting, caring, and they still ain't getting 100%. Okay? Oh, nothing that was materialistic. But if he's ugly, maybe imagine yourself spending his money. No, nothing that was materialistic. But imagine him taking you shopping. That's the look he's gonna need. So this is my imagine him taking you shopping look. No, nothing that was materialistic. But like, I know something you don't know. No, nothing that was materialistic. But find another way. That means another man. Supporting, caring. If you don't like old men, then focus on ugly. All right? Ugly with money. Sprinkle. No, nothing that was materialistic. But take down your credit card number, sir. Let me get that. No, nothing that was materialistic. But and say I like a somewhat wealthy man. No, nothing that was materialistic. But you do it that way. Unless he owe you some money. No, nothing that was materialistic. Worry about feelings. Worry about cars. No, nothing that was materialistic. Ugly with money. Sprinkle. No, nothing that was materialistic. But supporting, caring. Men today want to get chased. Okay, call the police on men. Emotionally, supporting, caring. No, nothing that was materialistic. A woman can be poor one day, the next day a millionaire. That's how simple it is for us. That's why they're mad. Nothing that was materialistic, but all I keep hearing about is materialistic shit. Like, it's fucking annoying.
Wow. What y'all think? How y'all doing out there? Sounds materialistic. Shout out to the Drizzle guys, man. Ladies, we got to do better.
I just watched the video and I'm so fucking embarrassed, bro. I'm so fucking embarrassed. This guy was going around asking women, and mostly black women, asking these women, what would you rather have? Would you rather have a broke guy who's still a father and who's at home, you know, and around for your kids, but he broke? Or would you rather have a financially stable man and pay the child support? My heart is racing, y'all. Do you know every last one of these bitches said that they would rather have the check? Every one of them bitches said they would rather have the check. I get the check. It's not a big check, but I get the check. I give anything to have my kids' daddy at home. Anything. Anything, bro. You bitches want the check? You bitches want the fucking check. I'm so embarrassed to be a black woman right now because you hoes want the fucking check. I'd rather have my baby's daddy at home. My ex-husband, I was married. I'd rather have him at home than the check. You hoes are sick. Sick! And he ain't.
Where's the people who stand up for them? Do you guys hear the anguish in her voice, the pain in her voice, the embarrassment? Who sticks up for these women? The women that don't agree with the foolery, the women that don't agree with the foolishness. Where are they champions at? Where are their knights in shining armor at? While everybody is so plausibly deniable. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how they're behaving. I don't see that in my neighborhood. You hear the pain in her voice? It's wild. But this is where we are. So when I hear drizzle, when I hear fellas, you know, love yourself, it makes me think, damn, that sounds familiar. And sure enough, a little while back, I said, black men, love yourself. They don't like you. So you're going to have to go above and beyond to love yourself. Try to put a hashtag behind it. You think anybody? Yeah, no motion. Nigga, you only got 400 fucking subs. Ain't nobody listening to you. You're not even on here every day yelling and screaming and getting all upset and telling your whole life. Ain't nobody listening to you, fam. And you ain't got no girl problems, so nobody definitely don't want to listen to you.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you.
But this ain't new to me. This drizzle ain't new to Mr.HeSaiD. Mr.HeSaiD been drizzling. You can't just come around me acting any kind of way in real life or electronically. Y'all talk that, can't nobody hold nobody accountable. Y'all say that shit. Act up around me. Electronically, In real life, I'm saying something. You don't have to do nothing about it. You don't have to internalize. You don't have to grow. You don't have to be more mature. You could continue acting the same way, but you could believe I'm going to say something about it, fam. So I don't know. Maybe it's poor wording. Maybe people should say I'm pointing something out instead of I'm holding you accountable, because they scared of that word. So maybe you should just say I'm pointing something out. Because then what you going to say? Can't nobody point out nothing about nobody else. Y'all motherfuckers is wow. I'm from the land where everybody held everybody accountable. I told y'all, accountability was plastered all over everything. There was a sidewalk for regular people. There was a street for street people. There was a damn street light that came on at 7 o'clock that told the intimate people to go inside. Then there was a commercial that came on at 10 o'clock that told the people who didn't want to be subject to the streets to go inside. And then it was after 11 o'clock where only the outside people is outside. If it was about to go down, the OG said, yo, little Brenda's son, go in the house. It's about to be on out here. Go help Miss Tasha with her bags across the street. Everybody held everybody accountable. And all of y'all hold each other fucking accountable. And all of y'all judge everybody. What the fuck you think a reaction to something is? Every day, judging. Look at what he said. He talked about kids. He talked about her wife. Look at his wife. His wife's a 3. Look at his house. Look at their floor. You need to clean up. Judging. But the first thing y'all leave with is, I ain't judging nobody. Y'all fucking liars.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
I saw a hyena in somebody chat today say, why you got slow mode enacted? It's not even a lot of people in here. It was like 200 people in there. If they want to put slow mode on their chat, but ain't nobody judging though. Y'all at least stop lying. Because lying, and then you add that to the plausible deniability, nobody don't even see the people that's fucking lying all the goddamn time. You know. Shout out to everybody pulling in. I see my brother AR on the pull in. They got mad at him because he called kids bastards. What they looking like now? Bastards. He got shunned off the space. Oh, why you talk so insensitive? Look at the way they talk. They booty holes is brown. They call themselves demons.
And they say fuck them.
The grown-ups say fuck them kids. Shout out to BMU on the check-in. Great episode last night, my brother. Great episode last night. Like I said, I would come up and kick it with my brothers. I appreciate y'all, the conversations that y'all be having, y'all be building. But I'm just going to get called old and dismissed. And people say, I disagree with Mr.HeSaiD. I disagree with Mr.HeSaiD. He talked too strong. Like the show I just told y'all about I was on with Prototype on Ricky's platform. Y'all should go to the comments after that show. Prototype. Oh, Prototype. I like Prototype because he came up fucking pandering. Who up here talking about women? Nobody wasn't even fucking talking about women. Proto, calm down. Who up here talking about women? Always say, y'all niggas can't say nothing about a woman. Like they immune and shit. Like, are they empty passengers? Because nobody listen to what I say. I say they are passengers in the car. They're not empty. They are absolutely sitting in the passenger seat, but you're driving and they're like, can I drive, please? Can I drive, please? And you're like, no. And they're like, come on, please, let me drive. And then you go, you know what? You could fucking drive. and they crash and they turn right to you and say, you should have never let me drive. You know I'm a woman. A real leader would have known that I shouldn't be driving and they wouldn't have let me drive. Nobody don't listen to my fucking analogies. Them just go in one ear right out the other. But my brother Ricky says some dope shit. He said, are they empty passengers? They can't get blamed for nothing. If the relationship fails, it's not their fault. It's all on the man. So they just along for the ride. Yes, no. Again, all of this, when you add all of this up, you telling me Drizzle is wrong? Like, these niggas are looking at it like, look at this shit. You know what? Pay like you weigh, bitch. If you pay like you weigh, you can stay. That's how it was in the 90s. No man land. That's how it was when fat girls knew they was fat. Yeah, they was pretty, but they was fat. So what they did was they came to the park, they brung you something to eat, they went the fuck back home, and if you came to see them at 2 in the morning, then they let you in. Not nowadays. They'll knock on your door, tell your wife, yeah, because I'm a bad bitch, and that's the reason why he fucking me is because you must be doing something. But a side woman, oh, she want to be all up in the front. She can't wait to blow spot up. If the bitch stayed on the side, stayed quiet and knew her place, then everything would be everything. But we in a new day. But that woman was embarrassed, ready to cry because y'all bitches want the check. And again, they'll focus on me using the word bitch more than their demeanor and their aspiration for money and all of that horrible shit that goes with their cantankerous nature. But this is the space that I exist in. Hey, hope all is well, man. Hope you had a good week. Absolutely. So all they care about is money, but no man until they're ready to settle down. And by then, sometimes it's too late. You're absolutely right, Sarah. Shout out to everybody checking in. We still here, Tom. We still here. We just chopping it up about Drizzle. And once I look at, everything that I've seen in the last 30 days, just sitting back and, in the chat saying what up to everybody. And I might drop a comment here or there. But for the most part, I was just sitting back and watching. And I saw a lot of amazing topics and conversations. Again, marriage sucks. Kids suck. Like the job sucks. Working out sucks. Eating right sucks. And it's not far off. It's not far off. Overall, it's worth it at the end of the day, but look at it in nuances. Shit crazy. And looking at all of that, if I can drizzle a little bit, if I could make her pay a little bit, matter of fact, not a little bit, a fucking lot. Pull out that Cash App. Right, fellas? And we don't want no goddamn Applebee's either. Nope. None of that shit. We don't want none of that. We want the real deal. Right, fellas? Tell them what we want, fellas. We don't want no IHOP.
Your damn lasagna.
We not. Oh, you cooking at home? Oh, say you broke without saying you broke. We definitely not doing no fucking Cheesecake Factory. You got to dig a little bit deeper. Drizzle. Y'all hit the Cash App too, matter of fact. It's Drizzle season.
Okay.
Cash App is officially open. Harris Tribe 718. Harris Tribe 718. Dury, we drizzling today. Dury said we drizzling today. Yeah, man, we had a few videos to give us some information on where it originated and a couple of things the sprinkle lady had to say about it. My ultimate question today, Dury, you actually helped, man. Is it petty ultimately, or is it a mirror being held up to show, you know, behavior and the fight that it is getting to know somebody, dating, relationship in 2024? But you know, it could be a little petty sprinkled in there. Alexander X said, drizzle, drizzle kings, drizzle, drizzle.
She said.
God damn. I got more videos to share with y'all. Like I said, I thought this was interesting. Let's bring our baby girl back.
Give this a second thought and I would just carry on with life. However, a lot of you seem to get your feelings hurt by the last post I made about Drizzle and the soft guy era. To that, I want to just say a few clarifying things. One, I did not create this, guys. It is basically satire and sarcasm and guys flipping the script on women and all the ridiculous things that women have recently been demanding and feeling entitled to. So we can move on from that. Also, the undertones, ladies, calling me a pick-me. I'm sorry, but in case you didn't notice, advice from a wife, that's me. Yeah, been married about a decade. It's not going to hurt my feelings to say that. Also, if the things that men are saying is somehow triggering for you, I want you to take a moment and internalize that and then think to yourself, I am really annoyed and pissed off and bothered by something that someone is saying back to me that I have been imposing on other people. Perhaps I should stop projecting and maybe I should start changing. Because again, if you can't take it, you shouldn't dish it. It's really that simple, ladies. This isn't literal. All of America, all these men out here, all of these drizzle commentary comments, they are not all gay. We can stop implying they're gay and every woman who stands up for them is a pick-me, okay? Sometimes the problem really is just you. Normally, I wouldn't even.
Well, goddamn, baby girl. She said, mic drop. Said, okay, shout it. What you guys think? Black Man Unfiltered chimed in. He said, next Friday, I want you to co-host Barbershop with me. Show titled The Pandering Son of a Bitch. God. And they end up being on the wrong side of women, too. All the pandering and all of the ass kissing, the women end up calling them all type of names as well. And when they get upset with a woman, they call her all type of bitches and leak her nudes and talk about all of the different women that they womanize. And they supposed to be on the side of women. So I might be in line to that. That one is sounds like a really good topic. I appreciate your consideration, my brother. And yeah, I think I got a date for next Friday. Misery loves company. That's why they come back every day, talk/yell at each other. God damn, missus. And you said you might be taking me out. You said some drizzle might be happening. I like it. I like it. I saw some stuff in the comments, though. I got to get to those, though. My drizzle kings chimed in. I seen no Chinese food and shit. I seen that. Hold up. Where's that? I seen it. Trying to take us to goddamn Applebee's and shit. We ain't going for that right here. Let's get to it. No Chinese goddamn restaurants. Sweet and sour chicken, my ass. We're not doing it. Drizzle kings. holding up the mirror. We're starting with the ladies in the mirror. We asking you to change your ways. No Cheesecake Factory. Now, Dairy Queen, however, though, it's a go. It's extra, but sometimes you got to turn the mirror around. Lawyers know it sound crazy. It don't make no sense. It's not, within the confounds, and immediately the judge be like, yeah, nah, you can't do that shit. Or the other lawyer be like, yeah, I object. He can't do that shit. And he go, yeah. My bad. I know I couldn't do it. Strike it from the record, though. But the jury go back in that jury room and be like, yo, you heard that shit? I know the judge said, we got to forget it, though. But, yo, that shit was wow what he said. You can't unhear that shit. And they can't unhear Drizzle now. They hear that shit in they sleep. They like, what the fuck did we just fucking do? Of course, they will call you a pick me. That's what they do. They call names. The Drizzle lady found out about it. Or I'm sorry, the Sprinkle lady found out about it. And she said, yeah, sound like y'all broke to me. Sound like they ain't got no money to me. They sound thirsty to me. All she did was name call. She ain't say nothing about even thinking about it. Like I said, we having a little fun, but ultimately it's a real question packed inside of here. Is it petty as fuck? Is it, some petty sprinkled on there? Or is it a mirror being turned around? She just said, it's not literal, ladies. It's not literal. They just trying to prove a point. And again, rewind 3 years back. All we trying to do is prove a point. Everything got literal. Oh, you speaking too general. Talk from what you know. All right, well, oh no, you being too anecdotal. You speaking from what you know. And general, what is general? No, that's not good to speak in 51%. I can't make a statement based off 51%. Oh, hell no, because everybody, do you know all the women in America?
Baby.
Do you know? And again, men adopted this same fucking rhetoric. What kind of guys do y'all be around? Do you know all of the men in America? Oh, yeah.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son.
That one, too. Shout out to Quincy on the check-in. Peace, God. Peace to the gods and the earths. Salam to everybody that had a good fast. I hope Allah accepts your fast. Straight like that. Shout out to everybody that showed that discipline for those 30 days. No restaurants. God damn. Alexander trying to get flued out. You trying to get flued? He trying to get flued out. Drizzle Kings. It's up, y'all. It's up and it's stuck. They need to see their behavior. Y'all seen the trailer clip? Don't be coming with your logic. This is how I feel. Ain't nobody asked you. If you broke, just say you broke. Everybody wants a blizzard from Dairy Queen, goddammit. And put the Oreos on top. The Oreo crunches. Them joints go hard. Drizzle means ladies, hear your demands back at you from men. We see your demands and we raise you a drizzle.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Shit sound crazy when it's said to you, right? When the rabbit got the gun, shit ain't fun. Nah, they think they E40 asking, sprinkle me, baby. Same. God damn. That's a talking point. She's talking about all women are different. All women are different. I like it. How come it don't apply in the bedroom though? I get one opportunity to make you climax, like I said, and you probably won't, because a lot of y'all don't, and it's over for me. That little eggplant so-and-so came up in my bedroom and ain't know what to do.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
But I ain't got a chance to get to know you. Y'all seen New Jack City? He said, yo, man, you bust out her drawers. He said, yeah, I did, but I need a little bit of time to get to know her. Get to learning the insides and them curves and how it move, how it handle shocks and the struts and shit. But again, if you don't make them blast off, it's gonna be a problem, fellas. And 70% say they not. So you know, we got a little bit to do with it. You know how they say, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Nah, you got a little bit to do with it. You got a little bit to do with it. But at the same time, drizzle, goddammit. You want equality? This is what equality looks like. What do you guys think? This is crazy. When we would have this discussion about women not climaxing, you were shocked. I'm like, how they think they getting more pussy when the pussy that they get, they don't do good in it. They damn sure ain't giving no nuts and just, you know, not asking for one in return. That shit was crazy to me because we asked for special attention all the time. Yo, well, maybe some of us, because some of y'all niggas don't even know how to ask for head. Like, how you don't know how to ask the one woman you were signed on for anything? And if I go inside her mouth, I'm going inside her purse. I'm not asking.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son.
So, you know, I don't know how, you know, you better ask for some, man. When you're pouring my ginger ale, make sure it's the cup my mother gave me from my birthday. The one that says, my favorite boy. Oh, and don't forget the crazy straw. Because he crazy like that. Drizzle, king. Drizzle, king. That's what it is, man. Don't be hitting him up, asking him what he doing. You know why? Because of shit like this.
What I call a budget blueprint. So hi, my name is Abby. I'm a wedding planner, and this is something that I do with our partial and full planning clients is
talk a bunch of shit. I'm gonna get to the skinny of it. The average cost of a wedding is $65,000 for 150 people. The wedding planner costs $8,000. The photographer and videographer is $11,000. The venue is $5,500. The bar is $7,000. Catering is $15,000. Rentals are $5,000. The florist is $7,000. The DJ and the MC is $4,000. The cake is $800. Miscellaneous is $1,200. The photo booth is $1,200. The invites are $1,000. The decor is $500. $65,000 for a wedding. And then we have a fucking dollar store marriage. She ain't coming. So he ain't fucking. The kids ain't thriving. They just scratching and surviving. Eating wrong, Takis and noodles all around the fucking house. We ain't seen a vegetable in days. We talking about the table and what everybody bring to it. Sprinkle, sprinkle versus, drizzle, drizzle. And everybody was amazed by the eclipse the other day. But what did me and Mrs. Harris say the first day we stepped in here? We got a social eclipse going on. And everybody's so amazed at the moon passing in front of the sun. But the stars are in the background getting lost. Those the kids. Remember we said that? We said that. When the mother want to be the father and the father want to be the mother, you got a social eclipse. Shout out to Lost in Translation on the check-in, my brother. Appreciate the work you're doing out here, man. Y'all take a look. $65,000. 65 stacks for a wedding that you have no say-so in, that you're going to get blamed for. Most men are looked at as a villain in their marriage. I heard a young lady say, show me somebody that been married for 20 years. I'll show you a woman that been putting up with a man's bullshit for 20 years. I said, holy smokes.
He rolled for that, baby.
But this is where we are. So the fellas said, we got to come up with something that's witty, yet thought-provoking, and gets the message across. And that's what we see right now, what we having a discussion about, this soft guy era, drizzle. What do you guys think? We showed you guys what to watch out for. You remember I said I was going to bring a video up and he said, watch out for them Jordan wearers and eyelash wearers. Let's go to the other side of the spectrum and find out what we can look for in soft guy era this summer.
My woman to get to know during soft guy summer. If I did my women on to avoid for soft guy summer, here's going to be my woman to get to know during soft guy summer. Emphasis on get to know. That is it. That is all. Number one.
Get to know. Emphasis on that. If you don't know what emphasis is, look it up, nigga, and read a dictionary. You a man. You should know words. Stop letting people confuse you with words. Leave the conversation. Leave the forum if need be. But stop letting people play games with you and get to know. Fellas, get to know only. Dang.
I did my women on to avoid for soft guy summer. Here's going to be my woman to get to know during soft guy summer. Emphasis on get to know. That is it. That is all. Number one, all-time favorite, the gym girlies. And I mean the real gym girlies, the ones that aren't scared to sweat, the ones that actually want to lift weights, the ones that are there to put in work and not sit up there and just look cute to take pictures. You know, the ones that the girls even talk about. Get to know the gym girls. I don't know how you're going to do it since they don't want to be approached, but you're going to have to figure it out. Number two, the ones that actually go to work and go home and then they stop at the gym once again. I'm not talking about the ones that just act like they have a job. I'm talking about the ones that are actually an independent women and they are doing great things. You want to know why? Because you don't have to deal with the desperate woman. She wants you for you. She don't care how much money you got because she already got a bag. Number three, has a good friend group. What I mean about has a good friend group, she has a good social life. She knows how to go out and have fun. She knows when it's time to settle down and focus on the things she needs to focus on. Even with that, she's not scared to introduce you to her friends, and it's okay if there are males in the friend group. That's how you get a bigger social circle. Hence why I said get to know. Number 4, she cherished her parents if they did well by her. Now, I understand some people don't have the best relationship with their parents, but if her parents sat up there and did everything in their power to make sure she had a good life, and she still finds a way to talk bad about them because she's just unappreciative and or feels entitled, leave her alone. But if she sits up there and appreciates her parents and explains how much she loves them, even though she might have put them through hell, she's a good one. Number 5, she is kind and communicates well. I don't think anything really needs to be said with that. You're going to know this when you approach her, when you might have found her in the gym. She's going to have a level of respect for you, and she's not going to have "I hate men" written on her forehead. These are the women you want to get to know during your soft guy summer, because you knows what happens after the summer? Cuffing season. I did my women onto a avoid.
Mrs. Harris said the kids are back from outside. Let me make sure they go occupy their time wisely. Salute to you, Mrs. Salute to you. My brother Hink is in the building. What's poppin', Hink? Hope all is well, sir. Lit said it's the disrespect for me. The panda bear will come out too. Damn. Keep your head on a swivel, guys. Makes no sense. More money invested in a wedding to show off, and then when it comes to the depth and quality, like planning for your future, you miss the whole purpose and picture. Talk about it, Sarah. That's going to be next week, man. I'm talking about $1 million weddings and dollar store marriages. So many people put so much into a wedding, that special day. And some people want the wedding, but don't want a husband, don't want an obligation, don't want the paper commitment, don't want to actually be married. Let's just play married. We're going to talk about it. We are going to talk about it. I hope you guys have some time. And if you do, pop in, man, because the subject matter is going to be a little more intense. The floor will be open for anybody to come through, but I suggest you have results and receipts, because that's where it really all lies. We have so many influential speakers and enthusiastic coach type people, but they ain't got near fucking result to show for none of the shit they talking about. I said it, and I'm gonna continue to say it, and I'm gonna say it louder, because you know it ain't nothing but 400 and something people watching. All the content will be flowing through Promote Conscious Parenting with the Harris's page from now on, and we'll differentiate our catalogs. But Mr.HeSaiD and Mrs.HeSaid's page is going to be used for our personal entertainment and use, and all of our programming will be going through Promote Conscious Parenting. So hit the subscribe button, tell somebody to tell a friend, because the conversation is going to be amazing. Hope y'all here for it. We're going to pack a little edutainment into it, and see if we can get it done. Moving right along, man. Before I get you guys out of here, I got a couple of things that I want to show y'all. The first one is going to be something that the missus is going to be talking to y'all about a little bit tomorrow on Shame Sunday. She will be back in her amazing abundance to get you guys some information. See if we can get her up here. There she go. The Shame Lady.
Shame. Shame.
Shout out to Mr.HeSaiD. I appreciate your cuteness. Hope all is well. Can't wait to see what you got cooked up for dinner. Because I know what it ain't.
Boys don't eat that.
Why?
Boys don't eat. I don't eat
Before you
noodles.
pack
I'm a
your kids'
grown man.
lunches today, you might want to hear this story. Lunchables may be a go-to for many students. Department of Agriculture. Before you pack your kids' lunches today, you might want to hear this story. Lunchables may be a go-to for many students, but Consumer Reports is calling on the U.S. Department of Agriculture to remove them from the National School Lunch Program. The watchdog group tested 12 store-bought versions of Lunchables and similar snack kits from other brands. It found relatively high levels of sodium and even lead, though none of the kits exceeded federal limits. The group found 740 milligrams of sodium in the store-bought turkey and cheddar Lunchables. That's nearly half of a child's daily recommended limit. And levels in the pack made specifically for schools were actually higher. A spokesperson for Kraft Heinz, which makes Lunchables, says the company has taken steps to improve the nutritional profile of the product, including reducing the sodium content in all of its crackers by 26%.
Be careful what y'all feeding our babies, man. Add Lunchables to the list of don't feed this to my fucking child. Put that on the list with noodles and fucking Takis. Don't feed that shit to your child. Like I said, the missus will be coming to y'all with some amazing information tomorrow. And I just wanted to give you guys that heads up because it's Saturday night. Who knows what's going on for dinner tonight? But if Lunchables was on the menu or on the menu for lunch tomorrow, take it off straight like that.
Throw them shits in the trash.
Throw them shits in the trash. We can feed our kids a lot more nutritious meals and be more conscious and mindful about what we are promoting to our children to eat and to consume into their bodies. You guys, let me know what y'all think about how I did today, man. I appreciate y'all for sticking it out with me. I wanted to talk about this Drizzle Soft Guy Era a little bit, just get a little bit of an understanding. Of course, we can do our own research on our own, but I just wanted to bring the conversation to the forefront in a cerebral fashion. We have a little bit of fun, but you know, ultimately, I wanted to know, is it petty or is it a mirror being held up? Is it something that's needed and necessary in today's society to kind of reverse psychology, to reverse this and show people that insensitive behaviors, one-sided relationships can never be therapeutic to any of us to grow? So that's what I got, man. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Salute to each and every last one of the amazing content creators that's out here in this space doing a thing. We do not all have to agree in order for us to exist, but I take a little bit from each and every last one of you guys, and I appreciate y'all. So keep doing what y'all doing, and just know that when you hit that record button, we watching, but we watching. I'm one half for He Said, She Said, Love and Abundance, man. I'm Mr.HeSaiD. And I got a girl who I love. I married her, and that's my lady. And we here a few times a week, man. We run a whole hospital. I don't know what everybody else do, but we very concentrated over here, man. And check in for what you need, B. Check in for what you need. Lit, you want to come through? Come through, my brother. I dropped the link for you. Door is always open for you. And like I was saying, man, you guys get what you need. If anything, you know, appeals to you. Coffee and cappuccino for just some fun. Conscious Parenting Tuesdays for some tips and strategies to throw into your parenting toolbox. Shame Sundays for the shame lady. Cerebro Saturdays for Mr. Magneto. Versus when you just want to take a break from the monotony and listen to some music, man, or maybe the lo-fi vibes, man, where it's just some dope instrumentals where you could study, you could relax, you could chill. And that's what we do over here, man. We try not to just have the great dick and pussy debates. Shout out to Logic and shout out to Red Lipstick Vibes. They call it, you know, the dick and pussy talk, but I coined the great dick and pussy debates over here. Cause y'all wild 3 years later and y'all still whatever. So that's what we doing, man. We gonna chill out and let Lost in Translation pop in, or anybody else that want to pop in, man. Don't act like I'm scared of y'all or nothing. If y'all want to, you know, just play some videos and have some fun, we can. And if y'all want to listen to some music, we can, man. I'm here. I ain't in no rush. Me and the missus not going out tonight. We just chilling. The weather is a little breezy out tonight. And I have one child that is on an airplane right now coming from St. Louis. And she's on her way here. So, you know, we like to stay grounded for them. So that's what we doing on a Saturday night, man. So feel free to hit the link. Let me see what I got in my TikTok shop. And I'll go a little shopping while I chill out for a little bit. I saw this yesterday on Black Man Unfiltered. Shout out to the fellas that chilled out for barbershop last night. God damn.
High volume. 16 carriages driving away while I watch them ride with my dreams away to the.
He came right in time. Look at my man, Lost in Translation, slid in there. Nice and smooth. How you doing, my brother?
I'm well. How about yourself, brother? It's been a while, man.
I'm doing good, man. Always a pleasure to see you. I want you to hold your thoughts about anything you want to say, and I'm gonna play this video.
High volume. 16 carriages driving away while I watch them ride with my dreams away to the summer sunset on a holy night on a long black road. High volume.
Okay. Shout out to Grandma, Mom, and baby girl.
Mama and baby girl.
How you doing, sir? Hope all is
well.
well.
Man, it's been a while, man. It's been a while. I've been watching y'all, man. Y'all been doing your thing, brother.
Thank you, man. Thanks. What you got to say? Anything you got to comment on today's show, or anything that you want to say to the people in general, sir?
You know, it's amazing, man, how people change their tune when you hold up the mirror. You know what I mean? It's to the point where people can't even catch a joke, but at some point the joke turns serious, you know?
Right.
And I was amazed at how many people come out of the woodwork, but I'm starting to see that there is a playbook. You know what I mean? It's first it's the uneducated that comes out and they rail against what's being said, even though it's clearly a joke. And then step two is the pander bears come out, you know, defending the foolishness. You know, I was watching TikTok the other day and these guys was like, these guys in the soft boy era. It's the disrespect for me. It's the disrespect. And the thing about it is that when they come up, they don't know what they're talking about. You know, it's this 4B West movement. I'm like, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. These women over here in South Korea, man, they want a family, but it's too expensive. That's where it came from. It has nothing to do with they don't want to deal with men. And then on top of this, like 1%. but yet we want to latch on to other folks' movements instead of having our own. And in the future, what I'm going to start doing is I'm start talking about, if you have a movement, make sure it's grounded from something that you need and you're not hijacking somebody else's movement. I don't know if you notice this or not, but anytime we have a movement, somebody always latches on to our stuff. You know what I'm saying? And want to add their little spices and ingredients in it and then be like, here's our part, here's our contribution. But they don't have to suffer the effects that we had to go through, you know? So my thing is this, man, if you really have a gripe or something like that, build it from scratch from yourself. Don't borrow nobody else's stuff because it's not cute, man. It's really not.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well said. Well said. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate the space that you guys have created in the machine that is running, and to see, you know, these organic conversations being had, it's admirable. And, you know, to fast forward 3 years, you know, sitting in these spaces, getting to know everybody, I think that it is safe for us to say that we can make, you know, a comment or critique about a situation without us having to be derailed. You, like you said, you know, be disrespected, have the conversation be a bunch of name calling. I think we, you know, should have elevated to a place now to where we can be honest with the parts that we play in situations, the way that we approach relationships, the way that we approach family, and have the conversation, you know, make it somewhat to the end. And this soft guy era, this drizzle movement is, in my opinion, a mirror being held up. And like, you know, the young lady said, and you said, this is not literal. This is a joke. But at the same time, with every joke, there's a little bit of seriousness. With you know, a cliche, it started from somewhere. These things have a life. But we have to be honest with ourselves, honest with our society, with our families, to say, this is the part that I'm playing in it, and I'm willing to, you know, do and make the necessary changes because I think you guys are worth it. And that's what I hang my hat on. I tell my girls, everybody is not worth, and everybody doesn't get the same energy that you guys get. The consideration, the thoughtfulness, the approach, the way I'm willing to reconsider and, you know, de-escalate. Everyone doesn't get that, but you guys are worth it. And I think if we start there to say some people are worth it and some people are not, then we as people can start working on becoming worth it. I want to be worthy in your eyes, to be able to be spoken to be able to be held accountable, because I have so much admiration for you, Lost in Translation, and Sir Hale, and all of the people that we sat at the round table with in the beginning. Just that alone constitutes accountability. If Lost in Translation say, Mr. Harris, I think you could have, you know what? You might be right, my brother. But again, it all starts from me being honest, saying, I like what you do. I have respect for you. I admire, I have adoration, and all of these things, that I see you as my brother and not somebody that I can just dismiss when you try to give me some information that may help me for myself. Sorry, I was so long-winded.
No, you're fine. You're fine. But here's my thing. In order for us to change the algorithm, you know what I mean? We have to just keep going, because that was one of the first things we told Sir Hale when he first got started. I was like, you know, when it's going to get started, man, people ain't going to gravitate, you know, because it's not what they used to. People have a steady diet of drama, and it's going to be a minute before it catches on. I told Black Man the same thing, man, because the same thing happened with Kevin. You know, everybody railed against what he said in the beginning, and now it seems to be what's popular. You see what I'm saying? But none of the great geniuses are here to get their flowers while they're here. So not to, you know, expect it now is one thing. But here's the thing: what we can do. Those are who are doing the work, give them their flowers here. So that way that gives them wind under their wings to keep going. Sometimes that little bit of thanks goes a long way, because it takes a lot to turn these cameras on, you know what I'm saying? And to be critiqued, especially when you're trying to do the right thing. You know, self-awareness is one of those things that is very difficult for people to grasp, because people think that they're perfect, including myself. You know, I have to make sure that I look back on my life and I'm like, no, I ain't quite get it back then. But now I look back, I was like, it's just easier to be flexible, because there's things that you don't know yet. You see what I'm saying? And always leave room for grace. You know, always be aware and be ready to receive wisdom from people who are greater than you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main reason why the platform that I have and the platform that we have is to make sure that we're aware, because we understand the importance of family. We understand the importance of being conscious of what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? Because we already know that being married is one of the greatest things that you can have. It's also one of the hardest things that you can do. But at the same time, it is worth it, because I've seen it, you've seen it. You see what I'm saying? And then from those who haven't seen it, we just tell them to hold on long enough for you to see it. You know what I mean? And even if you don't know, grab hold of some people who have seen it. You know, hold on to a little bit of hope or something and grab a little wisdom along the way. That's what I had to do, man. I wasn't born like this. I had to get little snippets and stuff from everywhere, like a little bee, like a little honeybee, pick up a little pollen here and drop it off of there. You never know, somebody else might need it. But the thing about it is, you never want to stop and you never want to quit, because you never know the day that you decide not to turn your camera on is the day that somebody could have got help.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well said. Well said. So what do you think of this soft guy era? What do you think of the drizzle? And let's do a little bit of talking about today's episode.
You know what? The funny thing about it is, I think it's normal for people to take something that somebody else says and then turn it around, because it's hard for you to see the log in your eye. You see what I'm saying? And for the guys to take the exact same words and use it. And then the thing about it is, the women don't get the joke. You know, those who don't get the joke. There's some women who do get the joke because they've been talking about it. And then some women, you know, started to read the comments and they became, you know, distraught. They was like, wait a minute, these women are for real. You know, I was watching a video the other day and this lady said she was ashamed of being a Black woman because these women were latching on to it. And I was like, they're just immature at this particular point in time. And you know what I had to realize, man, sometimes God will give you inspiration from other places you don't expect. Like today, I was watching this video on Costa Farms. It's a big plant factory that's down in Florida, right? So they were talking about how they make money. So they have certain plants just don't make it to market. You see what I'm saying? They call that shrinkage. Well, sometimes in the dating pool, we have shrinkage. That's where things fall off and you have to, you know, write it off. Well, sometimes people are shrinkage. You know, sometimes you can't worry about those who don't quite get it or those that don't quite make it. What you do is you take care of the ones that are strong. And those are the ones you give your fertilizer to. Those are the ones you give the sunshine to in the weather, because for whatever reason, that other plant was probably diseased or whatever and fell off. That's shrinkage. And the thing about it is, when we deal with people, sometimes people can be shrinkage, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't always, you know, save all of them. So my thing is this: those who get it. And those who don't, they probably won't. But if they do, it'll be a little bit later on down the road. But you shouldn't slow down your progress and wait for people to catch up, because there are other people who are looking to get the information that you need. Does that make sense?
It does. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Anybody checking in? The missus chimed in. She said, modern women today have been told you're perfect. Take me as I am. You shouldn't have to change for anyone.
Oh, man. You know what? I had a conversation with a female friend of mine the other day. And I'm really aware of how we handle our conversations. And every time we have a conversation about women, the first thing out of her mouth is that, oh, she's so beautiful. And I'm like, look, you're going to have to stop leaning on that. You know what I mean? That should not be your default setting, just to say, oh, she's beautiful. Your default setting should be, what does she do? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, anybody can manufacture beauty. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you remember them Bratz dolls. They used to come out, all of them look the same.
Yep.
You know, back in the day. But now all these women these days with the makeup and the wigs, they look like the same Bratz dolls from back in the early 2000s. You know, it's the same playbook. And I told her, it's not what you look like, it's what you do. I don't know if you remember this Spider-Man when he was up against Cerebro. Not Cerebro, but what's his name? What's his name?
Doc
Dude
Ock.
with the ball on his head.
I know who you're talking about.
Mysterio.
Yeah, Mysterio.
Yeah. Remember Mysterio, man? He kept making Spider-Man see stuff that wasn't there. You remember that? And Spider-Man was getting told he didn't know what to do until he closed his eyes, and then he relied on his spidey senses to get him through that. Well, guess what? Men are gonna have to close their eyes, man, and listen to women. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the words that are coming out of their mouth, because that's a form of echolocation. My grandmother said a long time ago, what's in the well will come up in the bucket. What they've been exposed to goes into the bucket. You see what I'm saying? So when they try to give out the water to you, is it going to be something that's going to quench your thirst? You see what I'm saying? And most times when people have gone through trauma or whatever, all that trauma will come up in that bucket. Well, guess what? Her trauma is not your responsibility. Sometimes you got to clean your own well up, you know? And guys have to be aware of what's going on. You can't look at just a pretty face. You can't just look at, you know, a nice body and all this other stuff. My thing is this: you have to ask yourself a question. Would I be proud to have this woman as the mother of my children? If you start there, oh man, you got something to work with then, you know? But like I said earlier, sometimes you got to do like Spider-Man. You got to close your eyes, man, and listen to see if something resonates with you in that person. And that'll help you navigate through this world where everybody looks the same. Does that make sense?
It does. It makes perfect sense. Absolutely. And I'm a Marvel fan, so I just like the Spider-Man reference.
Right.
Off top. Appreciate it. What can we do better as men in 2024? You know, facing this uphill battle that is the gender war. Based on your perception of this, what can we as men do better? And this can be, you know, the Pookies, the Ray Rays. This can be the hardworking men, the upstanding men. You can be talking to anybody right now. But what say you, sir?
Well, here's the thing. The first thing we can do is develop ourselves better, so we become a better sift, or better choosers, or better selectors of mates. You know what I'm saying? Becoming more disciplined in who we allow in our spaces. I think that is probably one of the major things you can do. Also, get a mentor, man. You know, sometimes life is a whole lot easier when you have somebody who's been down the road a little further than you. I mean, back in the day, we used to call it apprenticeship. Now, you know, we call it mentorship. I think that is very important. That your network is probably worth more than your net worth. You see what I'm saying? Brothers who have done things the right way, brothers who've had successful marriages, those are the guys you probably want to latch on to instead of the homies that's single. You know what I mean? And compass ain't really what it should be. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you have kids, you know, your kids' friends are telling your kids all this other foolishness. You know what I'm saying? How are you going to tell somebody else what to do and you here at the same level too? Sometimes you got to go a step up, you know, and listen to mom and dad and say, hey, what should I do in this situation instead of listen to your friends? Because you're going to have to answer to your parents eventually. So what men are going to have to do is start having other men who they admire and hold them accountable for the things that they do. And also when you're trying to get better, knowing your own particular worth, going out actually doing the work, finding exactly what your purpose is. Because the minute you decide to find out exactly what your purpose is, then you'll find somebody else who's equipped to handle that purpose, and your role will be a little bit different. You'll find out exactly who's qualified and who's not qualified for you to take on your journey. You see what I'm saying? So you got to have a good mentor. You also got to make sure that you improve yourself and make sure you make a habit of increasing your knowledge, you know, because you're not going to entertain any old body. And also you got to be a better selector of people by listening instead of doing all the talking. Sometimes the smartest people in the room are the ones who are the quietest. And anytime you enter a room and you see the person that's in the back, that's the person you probably want to listen to, because they understand that, hey, I can't gain anything if I'm always talking. So always make sure you surround yourself by people who have been where you want to go. And also, you know, pay homage to them. You know, make sure you edify those around you that have done the work, because people tend to help those who like them, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
You know, nobody want to be around nobody that don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, sucking them dry or whatever. You know, you don't want to do that. But you always want to give thanks to those who are actually doing the work, and learn how to edify those around you, because people work better with people that actually like them. That's how I look at it. Any sales job will tell you that. People do business with people they like. I learned that a long time ago.
Absolutely. Well said. Well said. All right. Can you give me 3 things? I need 3 tangible things and 3 intangible things that a young man can take with him from crossing that threshold from being a boy into being a man. Let's start with the 3 intangible things first.
The 3 intangible things: learn a particular skill that nobody else has. I'll give you an example, like learning how to play a musical instrument. You never know how that may come in handy because you stand out. There's not a whole lot of people who can play a musical instrument. Plus, it's a discipline. You know, it prepares you to be disciplined in other things. You know, for me, it took me a while to learn how to play the piano. You know what I'm saying? But it also opened my mind up to other things that are difficult, like math, like science, like history. You know, those are those things that are basic that we need in life, but also something that is intangible, like music. Learning an instrument actually opens your mind up to be a receptive to other things that may be difficult. So learning a musical instrument or something that's difficult or skill that nobody else has, that's an intangible. Another intangible is learn how to talk to people, man. That's a soft skill. Learn how to, talk to people and help people along the way. Show some type of gratitude. Sometimes, man, we may not always get that from our parents or whoever, but show some gratitude to the people that are around you. That's an intangible. Soft skills, And the last one, man, is one of those things that you want to make sure that you go out into the world and experience things. That is another intangible. Sometimes you want to fall down and learn how to pick yourself back up. Nobody conquered the world inside their own bedroom. It's like you said a long time ago, get out in the field where it's real. You know what I'm saying? You can't gain wisdom and experience, man, just by staying in the same spot. Move around, get to know people, network, know other cultures, how other people do things. So that way you can glean from other people's experiences and see what's similar and what's not similar and take what's good from that and build your own base for how you want to live your life. So those are the 3 intangible things that I see.
Amazing. Thank you, sir. And let's go with tangible now. Things we can feel and touch, man. What do they need? A driver's license? Do they need a passport? What do they need?
Well, the first thing you need to do is work on your body, man. Life is a long journey. You know what I mean? Make sure that you stay in shape. Make sure you learn to eat the correct foods. Make sure you understand your body type and what makes your body go. Certain foods will clog your mind, have a cloudy mind. Make sure you get enough rest. Sometimes when we're young, we just think we have this boundless youth of energy, or we can just go on forever. But at the end of the day, your body needs to heal itself. So number one is to learn your body, because without your body, you're not here. So anything else doesn't matter. So you see what I'm saying? So make sure you take care of your body first. The next thing you do is develop a work ethic. Have something to show for your work. Make sure you go out and get 2-3 jobs, whatever it is you need to do. Set yourself a goal. Figure out exactly what it is that you want to do. Set that money aside. Learn financial skills. You see what I'm saying? Develop that real early. I wish I had to learn that real early when I was younger, man. Set money aside, put that away and let it cook. Let it do what it do. Learn how the markets work. Learn how real estate works. You see what I'm saying? All of that stuff. Become an entrepreneur in your mind and then put it to work. Where if you do fail, you're still young enough to recover. You can't be pulling that off when you're young and near retirement and say, I'm going to try something. That ain't going to work. You see what I'm saying? So if you develop a habit early enough, you get to learn more things and you get to pass that on to your kids. So learning how to be financial savvy is another thing, And the last one, if I had to hang my hat on it, man, the last one would be to make sure that you develop yourself a way that you can motivate yourself when nobody else is around. Make sure that you're able to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Learn how to talk to yourself the right way. You know what I mean? Sometimes we get hard on ourselves, man, and say, you can't do this and can't do that. Sometimes when you're alone, you got to whisper in your own ear and say, get up, get up. That's the secret sauce that most men miss sometimes, being able to talk to yourself, being able to overcome adversity, knowing how to talk to yourself. Because what's going to happen is one day, somebody you're going to be close to is going to need somebody who has practice and telling them to get up. You're going to have to help them up. You see what I'm saying? So get in the habit of talking to yourself and getting yourself up off the mat when you get knocked down. So you would be in the process or in the progress of helping somebody else do the exact same thing, developing your networks that way. Does that make sense?
It does. It does. leads me to a statement. I want you to finish this. I became a better man when I realized
that nobody was coming to save me.
God damn.
Yeah. When I realized nobody was coming to save me, that was it.
Shit.
Because that's when I knew it was all on me. You know, it's all on me now. Everybody who's poured into me has done the things that they need to do. Now it's time for me to fly, you know.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And now we're teaching others how to fly. You know, we're in flight school over here now, brother.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Blue Angels, you know what I'm saying? You know, we're showing them how to fly this thing, man.
That's right. That's right. I appreciate you, Lost in Translation. Let's give you the floor, man. You give them some parting words. Let them know where they can find you at. You guys are doing amazing work over there. I might be over there next Friday to talk with you guys, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'm gonna give you the solo layout, man, and give us your final thoughts.
Thank you, sir. My final thoughts is make sure that you take care of yourself. Make sure you take care of those that are around you. Make sure you're available. That's what's more important. I have never heard someone in my life say, I wish my daddy would have gave me more money, or I wish my mom gave me more money. They always say, I wish I had more time, you know, with my loved ones. Make sure that you cherish every single day and make the best out of every single moment. That's my final thought. You guys can reach me on Lost in Translation podcast. I'm actually simulcasting from several different channels on Mondays. I'm on at 8:30 from to whenever we get through over at Humble Dad. And also I'm on Black Men Unfiltered on Tuesdays. I'm also in the barbershop on Fridays. And from time to time, I may pop up on different channels. So just make sure you keep YouTube turned on, because you never know when you might see me. Mr.HeSaiD, Mr.HeSaiD, thank you guys for having me. As always, it's a pleasure being around you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Love you, brother. Love you, sister. Y'all do your thing, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Lost in Translation, my brother. I appreciate you, man. It's always a pleasure. You are always welcome over here. The door is always open. So that's what I got, man. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, y'all. This was just a conversation I wanted to have about the soft guy era. You guys let me know what y'all think in the comments. If I missed anything, any suggestions for future content. But I will see you guys in about 3 or 4 days or so. And the missus will be back tomorrow with Shame Sunday. Salute to Mrs. Harris. Keep doing the work out here. Shout out to all of my lionesses. Shout out to my sister, Red Lipstick Vibes, where the vibe is always positive. She needs a New York City bomb, a funk flex bomb for my sister, Red Lipstick Vibes. I love you so much, sis. Appreciate everything that you do for us over here. And I got to say, rest in peace, man. Rest in peace to 3 amazing people that came across this weekend. One was OJ. No matter what you feel about his personal affairs, he had a certain effect on us as a country, America, football, so on and so forth. So rest in peace to OJ. Rest in peace to Mr. C. Again, another funk flex bomb for him. That was Notorious B.I.G.'s DJ, and a host of other things too. So rest in peace to them too. And rest in peace to my internet sister, Summer Mince Pie. Rest in peace, sis. Tough loss for Arshawn and his crew over there at Critically Drinking, but they are powering through and they are making you proud. So love up on somebody, y'all, because tomorrow is not promised to us. Give a big up to Al Bundy, man, the Drizzle King, because he was here before all of us. And I seen it in his quality of programming that he wasn't going to stand for being treated any kind of way. His wife ain't give a fuck. She still treated him that way. But it is what it is, man. He came up with No Ma'am, and that's the National Organization of Men Against Amazonian Masterhood, because that's what they want. I told y'all when I first came here, they want superiority. Don't give it to him. Don't give it to him. We all got to live in this same reality. So shout out to everybody that checked in with me. Let me hit the chat before I get out of here. Exactly. Looks might be the initial attraction, but looks alone isn't enough to sustain something long-term and substantial. Gotta have real depth. Talk about it, Blaze. Talk about it, my brother. If I'm the smartest person in the room, then I'm definitely in the wrong. I like the way you think, brother. Getting enough rest is something I'm working on as we speak. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Get that rest, man. I'm an old man, so you know me. I'll take a nap in a minute. The missus used to get mad at me. You not mad, but you know, she would point out that, you know, you went and took a nap. Yeah, it's called taking a nap. It ain't called asking for no nap and checking in to see if you could get a nap and seeing if it's all right to get a nap. It's called take a nap. And that's what I'm doing. Taking it. Take that. Take that. No Diddy. Love you, sis. Love you, sis. You have no idea. Excellent live stream, big bro. Until the next one, absolutely, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. He said, I love that shirt. No, ma'am. T-shirts by Nikki. My favorite designer by far. You guys have an amazing weekend. Check out the missus tomorrow if y'all got time. We will be back Tuesday for Conscious Parenting Tuesday, and we may pop on for Coffee and Cappuccino or Versus. You guys check us out, man. We out here. He said, she said, the love is still in abundance, but we are now promote conscious parenting with the Harrises because we want you to promote conscious parenting. The more conscious the parent, the more fruitful the outcome. Trust us. We got 30, 25, 18, and 9. And the best is yet to come. That girl is a monster, boy. But we getting it, though. We getting it. Y'all have an amazing weekend, man. I appreciate y'all. And I'm out of here. Peace to the gods. Peace to the earths.